Hello, hello, our brothers, our sisters. We hope you're good today to share another episode of European Reaction Scene.
Punjabi TV! What's up, everybody? How are you today? Here is me, Viktor, and our beautiful Alejandra. As always, we are welcoming here in this new episode of European Reaction. And today, again, we are traveling. And traveling, we are today to India.
Oh yes, one of our favorite countries in the world. And we were waiting a bit to make this reaction about one of the places that I think is more admired worldwide and much appreciated in all the world. And today we are going to actually react in a video of Jordan Taylor. She's a blogger that actually has made a lot of videos on India, and we really wanted to see her perspective and approach about this beautiful culture and what she thinks about that amazing monument in India.
Absolutely right. We have our expectation from this video because it's about Taj Mahal, and also she put to the name of the vlog story, so we believe that we will also learn about the history and the story itself about Taj Mahal, which we are really interested. And we heard some stories from our friends, but like not, let's say, full version. It's like, by the way, you know about Taj Mahal, like this kind of conversation we had with our friends, but maybe with Jordan Taylor we will get full picture.
Guys, and we want to thank you again, like every day, for the comments that you give us this week. It was pretty nice to hear about you, to read how much love you're providing us every day, and we just have the word thank you. Thank you. Shukriya.
And remember, if you like this video, you need to share it. If you didn't subscribe, just go down. We will really appreciate it. If you will like this video, put your like. If you got something to say, if you have any other suggestions, just go down and leave your comments. As I think we are really good to go and see and learn about Taj Mahal. Let's go with us.
Good morning, guys. Today I'm going to be showing you what is probably the most iconic and perhaps one of the most beautiful spots in all of India. Of course, the Taj Mahal.
Oh my God. Oh God.
Wow.
Speechless. Wow.
That's so beautiful.
Oh my God, beautiful. Oh wow.
Look at that beauty.
Even with the rain, it looks like amazing. Oh wow.
People taking photos. That's so masterpiece.
It's simply beautiful.
in Agra, right next to the Taj Mahal. Like, you couldn't be closer. We have gotten the best room, like one of my favorites. It's so nice and huge.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
And only $12. Very nice.
It is super nice.
Liv, I love our room. Do you?
Yeah, it's super cool.
So guys, it was so amazing to see this magnificent icon in person, something that I've seen photos of, you know, probably all my life. So it was just amazing to see it in person. So beautiful. They didn't allow a lot of filming in the area, so I'm making the video now instead, and I'm gonna give you guys a story about the Taj Mahal and some interesting facts. The story of the Taj Mahal begins before construction started with a powerful emperor named Shah Jahan and a woman named Mumtaz, the love of his life. Although Mumtaz was his third wife, she was his first love, and they were married for 19 years and had 14 children together. Tragically, Mumtaz died in childbirth at the age of 39, leaving the Shah absolutely devastated. Pretty quickly, he decided that he wanted to construct a monument in her memory that would illustrate just how magnificent and beautiful and special he thought she was. Within just a year after her death, construction had already started on the Taj Mahal. Building started in 1632 and took over 20 years to complete. Now, the Taj Mahal is really a true marvel of just ingenious, beautiful architecture in a lot of ways. For one thing, it was built to highlight the very best architecture from the most far-flung reaches of this powerful empire. It included Islamic, Persian, Ottoman, and Indian styles. 22,000 people worked on this structure, also including 1,000 elephants used as transport vehicles. It was whispered that the Shah had the workers' hands or thumbs all cut off after building was completed so that they could never construct anything so beautiful again. And when one of the artisans heard the whispers of this plan, he made a small hole in Mumtaz's crypt so as to ruin the otherwise perfection of the building. However, a lot of the architects did work again for the Shah on other projects later, so this is probably just a rumor. One of the many genius strategies that went into building the Taj Mahal was that it was constructed so that in the event of a possible collapse, everything would fall away from Mumtaz's crypt, protecting her at all costs.
Oh, wow.
There was also an optical illusion built into the structure so that as you got closer to the Taj, it appears to become farther away, and vice versa. I saw this for myself, and it was really pretty amazing. If the Taj Mahal was built today, it would cost over $1 billion. 9 years before Shah Jahan actually died, he became gravely ill, and his two sons, thinking he was on his deathbed, became locked in this vicious battle over who was going to succeed him as the emperor. Now, it turned out that Shah Jahan recovered, but by that time it was already too late, and his sons were both determined to come into power. The Shah ended up being imprisoned in a residence that had a view of the Taj Mahal, but sadly he was not allowed from entering it again for the rest of his life. When he eventually died, he was buried beside Mumtaz inside the Taj Mahal, and actually his crypt being added inside was what ruined the perfect symmetry of the building, because otherwise every single thing is perfectly symmetrical except for his crypt that was later added. Sadly, once the British came to India, they severely changed, damaged, and just desecrated the Taj Mahal. The building used to be covered in precious stones and gems, and when the British Army came through in 1857, they actually ripped all of them off of the walls, damaged the structure, and took the jewels. Also, the original gardens of the Taj Mahal were designed to be lushly green, kind of like an enchanted forest with birds in the trees and butterflies and very elaborately laid out flower beds. However, when the British came through, they decided that it would be a good idea to rip all of that out and replace it with their own British-style gardens. During World War II and other wars, India went to some pretty clever lengths to protect the Taj Mahal from damage. Particularly, they placed enormous scaffolding over the building to hide it from aerial view so that it just looked like a big pile of bamboo. Okay, some other fun facts.
But it was clever.
The air by the Taj Mahal is actually just a little bit bit fresher because no cars or motorized vehicles are allowed within 500 meters of the structure, and that's to protect it from exhaust fumes that would damage or discolor the building. Fun fact number 2, one of the first selfies at the Taj Mahal was taken by George Harrison from the Beatles. There's a story involving the Taj Mahal that I just thought was too interesting to leave out. So there was this man named Natwarlal, I hope I pronounced that right. He was an infamous con man who would frequently pose as a member of the Indian government. And using this disguise, he actually sold the Taj Mahal to some pretty gullible tourists 3 times. Now, of course, he was not actually a government employee. He had no right to sell the Taj Mahal.
Oh my God.
So he ran away with the money, and these tourists did not own the Taj Mahal any more than before. Eventually, he was caught and sentenced to 113 years in prison. But somehow, at the age of 84, he managed to escape from prison and was never seen again.
Oh, wow.
Well, guys, I hope that you like these facts and stories about the Taj Mahal. It is such a magnificent place, one of the wonders of the New World, and I would definitely advise you to go. Of course, I feel like I don't really need to say that because it's the Taj Mahal. Hope that you found this video useful or interesting, or both. If you liked it, please subscribe. I have a lot more India videos coming up. See you there. Bye!
Bye-bye. Okay guys, I think that was a very interesting video. So many interesting facts from Jordan Taylor. Some of them I will say I never heard and I never knew. So it was very interesting for us. What do you say?
Yes, guys. Well, actually, I think everybody has listened about Taj Mahal, and I think it's historically one of the most amazing places that you could visit in the earth. And it has a very romantic story, actually, romantic but tragic story. And I think that is actually giving to Taj Mahal even another level of mysticism and romanticism. That meaning that you give to love, you know? Historically, it's there, and you can watch it in that amazing monument.
But also coming back to this video, I will say that what was interesting and sad for me that Shah's sons actually imprisoned him because they wanted to rule. That was sad. Another thing about Taj Mahal, actually that I didn't know that it was full of jewelry that was stolen by Brits.
That's a sad part of the story.
Yeah, that really touched me. I never knew it and was interesting for me. So I believe that if we are watching these shots and it's so beautiful, imagine it with that jewelry and all that beautiful stones,
yeah,
and all that richness that Shah wanted to show in the memory of his wife, of his not only wife but of his love.
The love of his life.
The love of his life, exactly. That will be even more amazing. That's why I feel a little bit sad. And overall, just to summarize this video, it was kind of informative for us. We got a lot of information from it and we really like it. So we also hope that you like our reaction and you will stay connected with us. If you like this video, just press like. If you didn't subscribe yet, you know what to do. Go up, press subscribe. It takes only 1 second. If you have any concerns, recommendation, or any feedback, you can leave it right here.
Remember also to connect to our Instagram accounts. We have our personal Instagrams. We have Alevita Travelers, that is our traveler couple Instagram page. We have Punjabi TV Global, also where you can write to us suggestions. You can write to us because we want to have a connection with you, remember. And the only way to connect is if you communicate to us in these specific channels. So again, thank you for your support, for your recommendation. Hello and goodbye for the people in India. We really appreciate you and see you in the next episode of European Reactions.